Holy shit, where is everybody? Good morning. It's early. It's at 8:35 on the 20th of April, and we are playing some D&D. We are in session 7 of After the Odyssey, titled Back to MytroS. We're finally back to the city that's so loved our great and accomplished heroes. We got some stuff to do today. It's going to be interesting. So we're going to do a recap, see what happened last time, and then we'll jump into it if Arcadia is here.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Great. So last week, our player who was playing MytroS started off playing Tascalin. We begin the session in the nighttime of our 6th day reunited. After his argument with Demetrius, Tascalin notices he feels much weaker when standing close to him, as the magic that flows from Demetrius is no longer protecting him. And Demetrius doesn't consciously decide who benefits from his auras. It's based on who he likes. And if you remember, we have gotten to the top of the forest in the middle of top of the fortress in the middle of the forest. We are in search of the ambrosia, and we are. We just opened the door to a room, and the warlord Minotaur has the ambrosia. So there are two enemies in this room, the Minotaur warlord Zakroth and a beautiful creature, the Belladonna. Zakroth is armed with the sword of the Grandmaster, or the Mithril Honor Blade, and the Belladonna casts spells. Corbin and Arcadia finish off the Belladonna in a single round. Zakroth, seeing his lovely Belladonna go down so quickly, cries out for his minions. 4 Gigantes and 2 Gigantes witches answer his call. Nico hears them rushing up the stairs. He uses his scroll of spike growth and aims it down the stairs. He also plucks a gem off of his helm of brilliance and tosses it down the stairs. It is a fireball. Tascalin concentrates, and we see waves of magic slowly flow from his body that seem to alter reality around himself as he casts Wish and creates a blade barrier around the stairs. Corbin takes Zakroth down, and while they're alone in the room, Arcadia dashes to the amphora of ambrosia and picks it up. She hears, "Drink me." She puts it into her bag of holding. The blade barrier wounds a couple of enemies before it unfortunately is dispelled by one of the witches. And at this point, our player, who normally plays Tascalin, has joined us. As Arcadia is fighting, she hears, "Drink me," in her head again. It is persistent. A Gigante spits on Demetrius and poisons him. We see that Demetrius can use his lay on hands to cleanse himself of it. Nico is still our MVP healer, casting heal on Tascalin for 80 hit points and Corbin for 90. Demetrius casts a new spell, Holy Weapon, and his axe begins glowing golden. Arcadia hears, "Drink me, wench," in her head and fumbles, but eventually takes the last enemy down. When the battle ends, Tascalin has only 1 hit point left and Nico only 8. Demetrius takes the sword of the Grandmaster from Zakroth. There is a door to a tiny, cramped space that smells of dust and appears to be rarely visited. There are large chests and sturdy wooden boxes shoved inside. The glittering of silver and gold can be seen in the scant patches of light. We open the chests and find 350 gold pieces, 1,500 silver pieces, and a letter from Agrius. Agrius was one of Demetrius's higher ups, and he is the father of the female centaur that we rescued named Lesia. She was being held in the fortress because her brother Perimedes was being held hostage, and her father Agrius sent her there to take her brother's place. And so we see a letter from Agrius to Zakhroth. I have entrusted you with the life of my youngest son, Perimedes, to secure the coalition of the tribes. As for your proposal of war, I agree. With the return of the Dragon Lords and the pacification of Demetrius, we must be united as one, or else we face extinction. Agrius. Demetrius takes the letter. His face goes cold. Very well, I will deal with this. Arcadia finds Nyx's crumpled and crunched body lying on top of a table in the main hall as we leave. It has been halfway pulled apart. As we start to head out of the fortress, we hear a cry from Estrella. Outside there are 11 centaurs. Demetrius recognizes the leader as Agrius. Agrius looks shocked to see Demetrius, but recovers and greets him. Demetrius whistles Estrella over to him so she is out of danger before he places his hand on his chest and casts Cure Wounds on himself. Only partially healed, he takes the letter out and reads it aloud for all of the centaur to hear, including Perimedes. After he is finished, he sentences Agrius to death by his hand, and he tells the others to stay out of it. They duel. Demetrius uses his last level 3 spell slot and has only one level 1 slot left. At one point in the battle, when any blow would have taken Demetrius down, Agrius misses him 8 times in a row. Demetrius says, "Tell me, do you doubt the power of the stallion to help me?" And he invokes the blessing of the Dragon Lords to heal himself and the party to full hit points, except for Tascalin. He and Agrius continue fighting, and Demetrius sees that some of the centaurs start to get aggravated. They start stomping their hooves. "He cheats! Demetrius cheats!" Corbin comes over and grows large. "Keep it fair, boys." Eventually, Demetrius takes Agrius down. And as Agrius goes down, he says, "Of course you have to cheat." All the centaurs start rushing him, saying, "You do not kill him!" But as they were dueling to the death, and he views Agrius as a traitor, Demetrius chops off Agrius's head and says, "Cheat? How pathetic! It's the stallion that has chosen me as his champion, and it is he who has guided my axe and healed my wounds. Do you deny the will of our god?" As the centaurs rush him, Demetrius sees one hold up his hand as Lesia, Agrius' daughter, comes up. "He saved us. My father's too weak to withstand the might of Demetrius." She bends the knee to him. He walks over and gives her the letter. "What I have done is in accordance with centaur law." "I will take this, but one warning. Once this gets out, there will be some who are not happy about this, and you will be unwelcome amongst the tribe." "If your tribe wishes to turn against me to join forces with Gravik, that is their choice. But if I must reunite the centaur again in the next 7 years, I will. And I hope your tribe will be with me then." As Lesia walks away, she takes the head and leaves the body. Arcadia asks Demetrius to use the sending stone Pelagon gave him to ask the siren with Narcissus if she knows where the sunken city is. And that is where our final artifact that we're looking for is the Promethean fire, the sunken city or the city of the sirens. We head west towards MytroS. After 2 hours, we take a long rest. The next day we talk and all agree we don't trust Narcissus. Corbin will ask the Oracle for advice. Along the way, he and Arcadia look for Silvervine but don't find any. Arcadia hasn't felt anything from the Ambrosia since they left the fortress, but the shadows are still following Demetrius. They have Demetrius' shadow engulfed, and it makes him look about 5 times bigger than he normally is. Corbin looks for Arcadia's shadow, but hers is normal. As we're walking, Estrella flies over and tells us the Ultros is setting up dock 1 hour south and takes us there. She leads us down to a shore. We see the Ultros looks vastly different than the last time the rest of the party saw it. The ship has been transformed into a warship. Metal spikes are grafted onto the hull, and the gunwale is covered with protective shields, behind which quivers of javelins are ready to be thrown. 4 ballista are mounted on the ship, 2 on either side on the front and the back. Behind the captain's chair on the officer's deck lies a pile of enormous stones in a crate. But the most impressive of all is the massive ancient dragon skull mounted on the prow of the ship. There is a pulley system attached to the snout of the skull, presumably to be able to open the jaws. A decorative paint job matches the blood-red colors of Demetrius's cloak and helmet's plume. The sails have been replaced and now depict a pictograph of a centaur in armor like Demetrius's, and a massive horse running side by side, presumably into some battle. Down on the shore, we see roughly 25 to 30 centaurs, 15 on each side. There's almost like a red carpet between them. And at the end of that, we see a very familiar-looking tiefling. By the way she acts and speaks to Demetrius, we find that Verena seems to be second in command of the Ultros. She is unhappy the party is there with him, especially Nico and Arcadia, and tells Demetrius she'll agree they can board the ship as long as they know their place. On board, we notice it's mostly centaurs on the ship now. They're all wearing blue shields with a scorpion on it. There are a few humans remaining, and they're all battle-hardened. There are a few minotaurs, and we see two massive and muscular ogres. A mean-looking gray-bearded orc barks commands at the crew as he tells the crew to set sail. Verena takes offense at Arcadia looking at her and challenges her, calling her woman. But Arcadia respectfully holds her ground and silently chalks it up to insecurity and general distaste for outsiders. She starts repairing Nyx. Corbin goes to hang out with the giants. And we notice that Arcadia and Verena are the only women aboard a ship with about 150 crew members. We head to MytroS. About 3 hours into the journey, a human on top of the crow's nest rings a bell. The ship stops moving, and all the centaurs, as well as Demetrius, walk up onto the deck. They all go to the edge, stick out their butts, and poop over the railing. Tascalin says, I never thought centaurs had this capability to create a navy. I never thought of what the practicality of that would be if they did, and I guess a latrine is kind of not their way of doing things. He hears a voice behind him. It is Verena. Do you have a problem with that, young one? Oh, besides the smell and the uncouth behavior, no, it's fine. You cannot expect much from the lower people. He and Verena have a conversation about nobility, during which we find that if she decided to retire, Verena could buy whatever she wanted. Tascalin makes the distinction between being rich and having the manners of nobility, before Verena changes the subject and asks if he has ever seen a tiefling. He has only read about them and seen illustrations in books. She starts flirting with him, asking him if he's ever laid with a tiefling before. Well, as I said, I've never seen your kind before, so maybe pay attention when I'm speaking. He sees brief anger flash through her eyes. It disappears in an instant as some of the centaurs gasp. Well, she starts to wrap her tail around him. Well, maybe we should change that. Well, maybe we should. Take my hand, boy. He takes her hand. She grabs him and flies him up into the air and takes him down into her bedroom. Suddenly you see Demetrius and a bunch of centaurs babbling with each other and giving each other money like they're betting on something. The rest of the journey goes uneventfully, except perhaps for Tascalin. Arcadia rebuilds Nyx. She doesn't do anything with the ambrosia. If she feels that it's getting stronger, she might say something to Demetrius. And it is a 2-day journey to MytroS. We level up to 18, and as Nico wakes up, he notices that his armor has changed form. We end the session on our 7th day reunited, but if we start up our next session when we arrive in MytroS, it will be our 9th day reunited.
Yay. Gotta do one of these. And where are you coming live from today? You did not mention this.
Oh, crap! Streaming to you live from Salt Lake City, Utah.
Nice.
Along the journey, if I may, I'm sure Arcadia is sitting in some corner outside looking at the ocean going by. She would hope that Nico, I guess at some point they would be alone together. And she would look at him and say, so I guess we are the outcasts of the ship, or definitely the disliked. But would you mind telling me, the last time I saw you were the captain of the Ultros, and what happened?
I gave the hat back to Demetrius and made him captain again. He wanted the ship to take on patrol in the steppes.
Do you mind me asking why Verena doesn't like you?
I have no idea. Why don't she like you?
I'm guessing it could be because I'm another woman and she feels threatened by that. She seems to be the only one on here. She's probably used to it. Or it could be because of my past conflicts with Demetrius. It seems like the two of them are close, so certainly close enough that they can speak very candidly with each other, as we heard them arguing downstairs.
Yeah, I don't know. I had no conflict with her.
Well, neither did I, but as you know, a lot of things can change in 7 years.
Hmm. I can't imagine why. Maybe I killed somebody she loved.
Sus Verena.
Sus Verena. Oh, we like Verena. She's just in control. It's her ship. Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe she wanted the ship for herself instead of me passing it back to Demetrius.
Maybe.
All right. So, Corbin, do you want to, since this kind of happened off stream, do you want to tell us kind of what you're like about your dream or what happened with you?
Yes. In the middle of the night, Corbin had a dream that was given to him by Titan's Bane, that Gravik could only be defeated by Titan's Bane, and that his giant axe was just a pretender. So he gave up his giant axe in favor of Titan's Bane, and in return, Titan's Bane grew a little larger and became a two-handed sword. So Corbin would like it, because Corbin only likes large things.
Yeah,
So
like
he snuck off in the middle of the night, and now he only has Titan's Bane. He seems much happier now.
yeah, like the axe. I can see that the Titan's Bane having a whole ass personality and being jealous.
And Demetrius will approach Corbin and ask, what happened to that axe?
It was too large, Demetrius. Titan's Bane has said that only he can defeat Gravik.
Well, I don't mind having it. I could learn to wield it. Where is it?
Alas, I have hidden it. It is too powerful for this world.
What do you mean too powerful? Do you have any idea how strong that thing is? I want it. Where did you hide it?
You must learn to give up some of your power, Demetrius. It is driving you crazy. You killed that centaur the other day when he could have been turned to our side.
Are you mad? He worked for Gravik. The centaur laws are clear on treason. What I did was a righteous act, unlike what you did to those monks.
They were guarding the tomb we had to get into, and plus, that was with the axe. Once again, too much power. Maybe Titan's Bane would have only wounded them.
It's easy to blame the axe. I don't know about that one, Corbin, but I stand by what I did with Agrius. I could not let treason fester in my people. It is my duty to protect them.
Yes, but you didn't have to kill him. You could have
Such is
turned
the
him back
centaur
and made
way.
your
I do not
centaur
expect you to
stronger.
understand. What did you say, sorry?
They said, yes, but his life could have made the centaurs stronger. Now they are weaker.
I do not know about that. This is the centaur way. I do not expect a human to understand. You have your ways. We have ours. The centaur, they do not think like you do. We only recognize strength and power. At least most of my people. If I did not kill him, it would have been a sign of weakness.
Alas, someday maybe you will understand, Demetrius.
Perhaps.
In the words of another captain that I once knew, we're all human, Demetrius.
Not me, and I'm thankful for it.
Amy,
my friend, you too.
Amy just doesn't like anyone stronger or cuter than him. Isn't that right?
Who says that?
Rena.
Says, I relish the chance to fight someone stronger than me, Verena. You know that. Although those are in short supply these days.
Uh-huh. And she flies away.
That
Arcadia,
woman. She sometimes
Arcadia
drives me crazy.
Arcadia quietly snickers under her breath as she hears her call him Amy.
We should be arriving at MytroS soon, Corbin. Will you be visiting the Dragon Lords?
Certainly.
They
And
will
I'm
be
looking
elated
forward
to
to
see
seeing
their
the
Grand
Oracle
Master.
again.
What did you say?
And I'm looking to see the Oracle. And my little one.
Of course. You know, I was wondering if you could ask her about the magic that Narcissus spoke of. If anyone knows about it, it should be her.
Yes, certainly.
Perhaps she can find some way for us to get our hands on that ritual itself without needing Narcissus. Will you ask her for me?
Yes, I will. We need to know if we even should attempt this ritual.
Yes, indeed. But from what we've seen from Gravik, if we do not use it, it will be quite difficult to stop him.
I have confidence we will prevail.
Very well. And then Amateurs would go back to the captain's wheel and just wait until they arrive at MytroS.
So, Eco, as you are about to do out, you got this, you had a couple centaurs, they're just staring at you like an evil eye, if you will. And, yeah, they're just giving you an evil stare, and one of them kind of walks by and, like, kind of bumps into you and, like, smacks you with his tail as he's walking past.
Yeah, I'm gonna shove him right down and knock him on his ass.
Go, Nico.
And as you do that, he says, "Hey, man, what are you doing? That was an accident. You don't got to be pushing me, Nicodemus. Man, so
Watch
rude.
a walking horse.
Horse!" As he gets up. "Who are you calling horse? Dwarf?"
I punch him right in the face.
Oh, excellent.
Nico ain't taking shit.
And he, like, all the centaurs, like, let out a whinny, and he's gonna fight you. He doesn't like this now.
You bumped into me. You don't come up and do that to me, especially after all you're giving me the evil eye. I don't know what your problem is, but I'll solve it right now.
You know what you did?
Nice. Ooh, cool.
You know what you did is he rushes at you and hits you with his hooves.
Arcadia stands. He's
what the fuck?
Uh-oh.
He does it again. Alright, you too. And all the centaurs, like, now there's like a little ring of centaurs around. They're all making bets. Only your fist, dwarf.
Oh, I don't have that I've never used bare hands before. I don't even have that on there.
I think I can get it really quick.
Turn into a bear. Use bear fists.
Oh, where's an arm strike? Damn, I thought I had an arm strike coded somewhere.
Yeah, put in inventory and then
Items.
Yeah, I've never used bare hands before. I've always been spellcaster or wild shape. I'll use my bare hands.
There it is. It's in party or in your actions under weapons.
Do I got to target him or just roll it?
He's right next to you. You know what you did? You abandoned us. Ha ha! I can't even do anything.
He's too tall. I can't reach up to him.
As he hooves you again. One last time. Alright.
He gets 2 attacks. I should... Oh, well. I got a hit. Oh, wait. Oh, man. It never activated. So, go ahead.
What happened?
I forgot about... Oh, jeez, man. What's up with that?
Oh, man.
Come on, Nico, just use your druid powers. This guy isn't fair. He's got like move attacks.
As he's laughing, he's like, "Ah, you have nothing against the great Mog." I piss in your direction. as he's only going to hope once. See, everyone, he is not worthy of Aziz.
Oh, that's right. Aziz is here.
Aziz is not here yet.
No, but he's in MytroS. He was told to wait in MytroS. He's
Correct.
not on the ship, but he's somewhere around.
Correct. And Mog, he kind of holds his chin. He's like, "Come on, right here, dwarf. See what you got."
That's an advantage for Nico, I believe.
It is, absolutely. As he's messing with him now.
Alright.
Hell, Nico, just attack his knees. You see what happened to those race horses? That's what I would do.
Yeah, once you sprain his ankle, we have to execute him.
Yep.
Whoa. It's just a fist fight, man.
What I'm talking about.
Ugh! You got me.
See, it still didn't work.
What
Trying to
should
get the hide.
Oh.
It's under my equipped items, right under my spell slots.
It should be an extra 3. Oh, you put it onto the centaur.
Oh,
So it should be an extra 3 damage, right?
yeah.
Alright. I added it.
Hey.
And you have a critical from MytroS.
Alright. How do I do that? Just hit critical?
Yes, sir.
Alright. Hold on.
And then just drop the damage on it.
Let me fix this.
You use Thorn Whip on him with it. That'll leave.
There we go.
Nice.
Do I even have to roll the attack or just hit the damage?
Just hit the damage. As he takes another hit, Verena flies over. Alright, this is enough with this horse shit. If you want to fight somebody, you can fight me. There ain't no fighting on my ship. As she's like staring down this big ass centaur. But you know what he did? I know, but there ain't no fighting on my ship. You want to fight somebody, you fight me, and that includes you, dwarf. As she pokes at you.
Alright, demon. She looks like a demon, so calls it like I sees it.
She does. As she flies off and Mog just glares at you and nods, and he walks away also. I love Nico not take.
Lucky I didn't change into. He's lucky I didn't change into my werewolf form yet.
I love Nico
Corbin
not
will
taking
laugh
any
and
shit.
say loudly so all the centaurs hear. Whew, lucky she stepped in for that centaur.
Nice.
They're
I'm
all
not
glaring
that
at
good
me.
with my fist, but I can sure kick some ass in wild shape form. I was debating whether to activate my new armor
Oh.
with the new.
Yeah, it's just a fist fight.
Yeah, I know. I'd like to see it.
You want to show it up? Well, you never sent me that token.
Yeah, I forgot all about that.
Let's
see.
It's
I'll
all
get
good.
it.
Yeah. All right.
I gotta find a werewolf form for that.
Nice. So, the rest of the day goes uneventfully, and coming the next morning, you hear Estrella kind of cautiously, "They're coming! They're coming!" As if you look, you see Aziz and Vengeance come flying towards the ship. And Estrella goes out to meet them, and they veer right around her and fly to the other side.
Upset.
I know, and Estrella looks extremely upset about this. And
I will ask Vengeance how everyone is in the city.
oh, we're good. We're just we miss you.
Yes, let us not separate often.
Yes, we miss all of you. And how are things?
We are making progress, but I have many questions for the Oracle.
Yes, we told her what happened, and she's very upset.
As she should be.
We miss you.
Well, we are back now.
But why is he covered with shadows everywhere? Why is his shadow so huge? Did
all these magical items?
Did she do something to him? And she points towards Estrella.
No. It is these magical items.
And she glares at Estrella, but takes your word for it. And Aziz is kind of hiding, not hiding behind her, but back, like a foot behind her or whatnot.
Like a lackey.
Yeah, exactly.
Like how a bully always has this one person that's not really a bully, but they're they don't want to get bullied themselves.
Exactly. Well,
and MytroS does observe the problems, but he considers it dragon business, and it's not for him to meddle in.
And you see Estrella kind of fly over towards where they are, and when she gets over there, Vengeance goes, Aziz, do you smell something? Smells like shit.
Oh man, so mean.
Corbin would say, now. All dragon lords and all dragons must get along. You know this.
No, we don't have to get along. We just can't hit hard at each other. We don't like her. We don't like her.
Like you have to what together?
Get work together.
Oh.
We don't like her.
Why not?
She knows what she did.
Ridiculous.
And
make amends.
No. And she gives that little hoity-toity stuck-up nose in the air. No.
I'll take away your treasure hoard.
No, you won't. And she flies away.
Really?
And she flies over here. And Aziz is like kind of like looking at Nico and looking at everybody and waiting for some kind of like something like some kind of acknowledgement from Nicodemus, like a little lost puppy.
Yeah, Nico calls Aziz over. Come here, Aziz. Been a long time since I've seen you.
And he lands and almost knocks you over as he's like giving you a hug. Your family misses you. Everyone misses you. I miss you.
He's gonna pull out some meat from his pack, like jerky.
He gobbles it up.
Oh yeah.
I'm a good boy.
That's right, you're a good boy.
Thank you. And he says, "Well, we miss you. We need to hurry up and get back." He's also going to reply, "We'll meet you in the city." And you see Estrella look visibly sad as they fly off and leave her there. Poor Estrella. All right, so you like another hour or two, and we are back in MytroS. And as you get ready to leave, Verena, she comes up to Demetrius and, "How long are you going to be this time?"
A day, maybe 2.
All right. Well, you know, when you go into the city, you got to go under guard, and you see 3 very like well-built centaurs, and then you see like another centaur. He's kind of like what's he kind of look like, Demetrius? This other centaur.
Well, he's a bit more slim, not as muscular as the other ones, and he wears like a stately noble vest with like filigrees, and he's like got a few lists on him and a few books and some writing equipment.
Kind of like a scribe.
Kind of like a scribe, yeah, like
Nice.
a sort of diplomat type.
Okay. And
Demetrius will say to her, "Very well, set the crew on shore leave rotation. I don't want any trouble in the city."
she kind of cocks an eyeball, cocks like an eye.
What?
You? No trouble. Go.
And he just gives her a knowing grin, and then he prepares to depart with the guards.
Alright, there's like a nice little crowd that shows up, but they're getting dispersed with these other guards. So, what exactly do we really want to do here? Like this is
I think we want to go
obvious.
to the temple first to meet the
We wanted to
oracle.
go to the Oracle and ask what's going on.
Okay.
That's where Corbin's going.
Yeah, and as we travel, the guards they just like push people out of the way and tell people to make way, and just generally make sure that we don't get like slowed down by our fame.
Okay.
Arcadia deftly moves through the crowd with no problem.
All right. So we're all heading to Oracle then?
Well, right before we reach the temple, Demetrius will say, "Well, you all go talk to the oracle. I will meet with Valis. I have some matters to discuss with her, and I'll ask her about the map."
Sus. Okay.
And then you will go to the palace alone, leaving them at the temple.
All right. Let's take care of the temple stuff. So the 4 of yous come into the Oracle's like little temple. It's very fancy looking, and she's kind of sitting on a little dais and eating grapes, and you hear "Daddy" as you hear little feet come running up to Corbin.
My child.
And she comes in. I can't remember, girl or boy.
Girl.
All right, and she comes running up and like leaps herself into you, almost knocking you down. Like she doesn't really knock you down, but like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get you and knock you over. But she said, I missed you. It's been so long.
Far too long.
You see Arcadia's gaze soften a little bit as she recognizes. Well, she figures that this must be Callista, who is named after her aunt.
You've met her before because she's older now.
Well, we met when she was newborn.
Yes.
So now she's 7.
And she's looking around and she sees Tascal and Nicodemus. And it's Arcadia, and her eyes go big and pretty lady.
This is Arcadia. You haven't seen her
That
since
is
you were
so
a little
typical
one.
of children.
And she says, Acadia? Acadia?
And Arcadia kneels down and says to her, to get to her eye level, and says, yes, it's Arcadia.
Acadia! It gives you like a big ass hug. Oh, I tries to give you a big hug.
Oh, no, Arcadia would give her a big hug.
Aw.
And she
If it was a little boy, it'd be a different situation.
Exactly. And she looks at Nicodemus and she's like, why are you so short? And
Because I'm a dwarf.
a dwarf?
That's right.
What's
I'm not human.
What's a dwarf? Oh, you're not a human.
No, I'm a dwarf.
Dwarf.
Dwarfs are shorter.
Aha. And what about him? Is he also a dwarf? As she points at Tascalin.
He's just gonna raise an eyebrow, like just kind of look down at Nicodemus and just kind of bewildered that she could mistake him as a dwarf. But he's not gonna say anything to the child because he doesn't like children.
Of course not.
Of course he doesn't.
Of course not.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
As the Oracle comes over and she says, "Oh, husband, it's been too long, and you brought your friends back. What's the business? I heard the dragons. They came and said something about him returning."
Yes. We must, he slaughtered many of our close friends, as the dragons have informed you.
Not in front of the child.
I will send her away. She must know these things, though.
Children need to be toughened up at a young age.
Not at 7 years old, come on now. As Callista leaves with an aide, and she says, "Now tell us."
But I was slaying my first.
That was 500 years ago, old man.
Arcadia just keeps her mouth shut.
Aspen's just gonna look off in the distance like he's like 1,000-yard stare.
And go ahead.
I would tell the Oracle of all our journey and our meetings and the items that we've retrieved and their effects, and I would ask her, is this the right path? Are these items safe? I mean, should we even attempt to become gods? We must stop Gravik. He is quite mad now.
You have the ambrosia on you?
Arcadia has the ambrosia.
Yeah. And she said, on you?
Yes, on her.
Can we see it?
I will look over to Arcadia.
Arcadia takes it out of her bag of holding.
And she looks it over. It's so much prettier in person. Have you drank from it?
No, it's telling me to, but no, I don't think it's a good idea to be drinking something that speaks to you when you don't know what it does.
I think it would be okay. I mean, it's it's an item of legend. Like, I think it would be okay.
I think we need it to do the ritual, so I think we need to keep all of the artifacts intact. So she will put out her hands to gently take it back.
And you see, like, a hesitation from the oracle, like she really wants to drink from it as she gingerly gives it back.
Can you tell me about it? What does it do? What is the legend?
Well, apparently it's the elixir of life. If you drink from it, you don't age, and you get prettier than you already are.
That's a wise tale. It's just a fancy ingredient for a spell.
Well, then drink from it, young. What's your name again? Tasklin?
Yes.
Why don't you drink from it then?
No, it's more valuable as a component in a spell.
What a pussy.
I'm not so vain as apparently you are.
Well, once you get my age, you'll take whatever you can get.
You look fine for whatever age you are.
I know.
Such pettiness.
Corbin growls a little bit behind him.
But rumor has it if you drink from it, though, you effectively become immortal, and you get younger, and even your charisma could go up.
What's more important, guys? Being more attractive or godhood? He's gonna
Not
look
sure.
and wait for an answer from the group.
I'm not sure either.
Well, if we
It's
want to
very
take down
dangerous.
Gravik, we are going to have the power of a god, aren't we?
No, Gravik is but a man.
So eventually you would have to drink from it anyways, then, if you want to become a god, yes?
No, it is consumed in the spell.
I'm suddenly very glad that Arcadia is the one holding on to it.
That's why she's asking Tasman, how do you know so much? Do you know this spell already?
I've been studying it, yes. Oddly enough, I've been studying it. It's not a gift to learn such a spell. But yes, I have been researching it in my off time.
You tell. What does it do?
I wonder how we can research it. But do you just get the information out of the air, or
He's a
because
sorcerer,
we haven't been anywhere?
Corbin
Ah.
cocks
So
an
he-
eyebrow at Tasklin and goes, "I thought you were with Verena last night." Well, and then he looks at Demetrius and nods and goes,
No,
"I guess
Demetrius isn't there.
I guess that only took up a very small amount of time."
MytroS isn't there.
No, he looks at Arcadia and says, "I guess that only took a small amount of time."
Yeah. These childish jokes aside, I have read of the Theogenesis. That is the spell that we are looking to cast, is it not?
Arcadia
hold
says,
on.
"I don't know."
Um,
Well, Arcadia would say, "I don't know."
I've never heard of this Theo.
Yes. Well, it is a spell of legend, more myth than anything. I've read about it, and I've just been recalling my studies. It is quite a potent spell. I've figured that these are the ingredients for it. If I can remember correctly, it needs something of a 10,000 gold piece offering, and divine artifacts. The one that Demetrius currently possesses, and the one that you currently hold, Arcadia, and one other, the Promethean fire, if I remember correctly.
So does it look like then we don't need Narcissus at all? If you're able to cast this spell.
I have faith that I can cast this spell, but I'll need to read up on it a little bit more. I think there's some tomes in my home that I can use to better refresh my memory. I'll go on by myself and I'll gather what I need.
Or do
Oh
you not,
no! I think you should all stick together. If this is such a, if you know about it, then I'm sure others know about it. And if you can cast it, well, then surely you might be. You need to be under guard, because what if the others get taken and someone else uses it and forces you to cast a spell on them? I think you should all stick together.
There's probably only a handful of people in this land that can actually cast it or have the strength to. I am sort of a special consideration for it.
So then, even more that you should all stick together just in case someone kidnaps you.
No, it's fine. I prefer to go to my home by myself. I will collect the tomes that I need, and I will meet you back at the vessel.
And she looks at Corbin, and give me a second. And she will say this to Corbin. And she will say that to Corbin.
Okay.
And she says, "Well, and she swaps back over to Common and says, if he says what is true, I don't need I don't see why you should go back to Narcissus, but maybe you do. I don't know. This is
be trusted. He's a dragon, but I know he was in prison for a reason.
Oh, maybe he was like
Sorry, go ahead.
Maybe it was political reasons, or I don't know. Like this is kind of beyond me. Like I see several different ways this can go, and some of them involve Narcissus. Some of them don't involve him. I just this is all on you. Like I cannot foretell yet. Other things need to go into motion before it gets more clear to me.
I say we cut out any middlemen in this situation. We do not need the bloated dragon.
Well, we already agree that we don't trust him.
We don't need
We'll talk about this when we're all together again.
We don't need to honor our word. I'm more than capable of casting that spell.
But a word is all a man really has, though.
I don't remember us giving him our word.
Well, you're not there, right?
You're not there.
No, I'm just saying that out of character.
Out of character.
Like the rest of you would know that.
I don't think you did.
Right, yeah, and that's...
we definitely did not promise him anything.
No, we did not promise him anything. In fact, we were talking about killing him if we didn't feel that he was, on the up and up.
But surely you'll take a sip. Can I have a sip?
I don't think it is wise.
Yeah.
And she looks disappointed.
But anyways, I will return to my manor and I will collect what I need. I will see you back at the ship. And Pascal is going to try and make a hasty exit from the temple.
Good luck.
I would look over at Arcadia and wink and give her a nod and try to stealthily follow him.
And so while this is going on, let's jump over to Ametrius.
Ametrius would approach the palace, and he would tell the guards, "I seek Queen Valis. Where is she?"
She has no time for centaurs right now, and she's it's you. You're back?
And I will look over at my scribe and allow him to berate this guard for his insolence.
And the scribe says, "Do you not know who this is?" And the guard says, he says, "This is the noble paladin Lord Ametrius, first of his name, Avatar of the Divine Stallion, Protector of Thylia, Kentamane's End, Bane of Sidon and Lutheria, Ruler of the Centaur, Hero of the Oracle, Master of Dragons, Winner of the Great Games, Savior of the Amazons, Captain of the Ultros, Breaker of Praxis, Tormentor of the Lotus Withs, Slayer of Hexia, Liberator of the Slaves, Damnation of Helios, Conqueror of the Great Labors, Victorious over 1,000 men, Beheader of the traitor Agrius, watch your tongue. And then from the back, you hear a loud cough as a Strag is a cop, and he says, "Oh yes, 1 second." And this scribe pulls out another scroll and says, "This is the magnificent and beautiful Estrella, the most attractive dragon, eater of god flesh, devourer of 100 men, breather of acid, dreaded scourgewing, fear of the centaur." And the guard goes pale and says, "Right away, please come in."
Did Demetrius hire a hype man?
Without a word, Demetrius.
They've been around for a while, actually.
Yeah, Scott, you haven't been around. This is well established from like 3.5, 4 years ago.
All the way back to the games.
Yeah, well, I mean, even before that, like when he would pay, people to cheer for him, and he would do things on purpose, like stand in the middle of things and announce. Yeah, this is.
I didn't
totally
realize Demetrius was so insecure.
But you're not there to hear it.
You're not.
Which is a good thing. Yeah, this is total him, and it's a good thing Arcadia didn't hear that because she wants to keep her breakfast in her stomach, especially Savior of the Amazons.
I knew it. Beatrice, you go into the temple and everyone starts backing away.
I will leave my guards outside as I will go to Valis alone.
And you see her in the temple, and you see a little. Your kid's a centaur, right? Half centaur. I can't remember.
It was a humanoid.
A humanoid. So you hear little pitter patter feet running around in the temple or in the throne room as Valis just kind of sitting there eating her breakfast, and she looks up and sees you and husband and goes back to her breakfast.
Ooh, husband.
Take off my my helmet and I will. Do I see rope? Let's see, what was the name? Rhodopis.
You do. Running around the little throne room.
I will say, Rhodopis, your father is here, and I will hold out my arms for her.
And she stops and looks at you and looks you over and looks at Valis, and Valis gives a nod, and she gingerly walks up to you. "Hello, Father."
I will walk over to her and I will place my hand on her and say, "It's good to see you. It has been a long time."
"Yes, nice to see you again, Father."
I will reach into my bag and I will take out a centaur figurine carved from wood, and I will give it to her as a toy.
And she looks at it and looks over at Valis, and you see Valis kind of gives a little shrug, and she takes the toy and she says, "Thank you, Father, for this toy."
Yes. I used to have these when I was a child. It was quite popular. He says a little bit awkwardly and says, I know I have not seen you for a long time, but I had an important duty. But hopefully we can get to know each other. I wish to learn about you.
"What am I supposed to do with this toy?"
And Amici scratches the back of his neck and he says, "Whatever you want, I guess."
Okay, thank you, Father, for this
Hey kid,
toy.
Do you want to see a dragon? A real one?
I see dragons all the time, but sure.
And you see that Amici is like, he will whistle over You will walk her to the courtyard where Astrea would be, and say, Astrea, come over here. Meet your sister, Rhodopis.
Sister? I'm not related to this animal.
And Amitrius raises his eyebrow and then says, dragons are not animals. You don't know? He asked her.
Know what?
About your mother?
What about my mother?
And you see, he said, never mind. You have to discuss that with her, I'm afraid. But dragons, they are not animals. They are just as intelligent as us, if not more intelligent. They can even talk.
That's
And he'll say,
nice.
Astrea, say hi to her. Say hi to your sister.
And Astrea goes like you ever see Lilo and Stitch when Stitch is like, hi. And Rhodopis is like, hello. And it's like very awkward with her, like kind of just like, she's like, I don't even, she's like, well, it's nice to meet you. I mean, there's like, what's so special about you? There's like 10 other dragons like in the court in the pit right now. Like, what's so special about you?
And as she says that, Amitrius frowns in a displeased manner. And he'll say, it seems that there's more value to individuals than how special they are. Astrea is your sister. She's your family, as I'm sure you will find out in due time.
So, what about Uncle Constantine?
And what about him?
Well, Mom says that he's also a member of the family and that we should be nice to him. And he's so nice to me.
Well, that's very nice to hear. I'd love to meet him sometime, but I have some things to talk about with your mother.
He's very nice, and he brings me stuff, and he likes to hang out here late at night, and sometimes I'll even see him for breakfast in the morning. But
I see, and his name was Constantine?
Uncle Constantine.
Right. Well, I need to go in and have a talk with your mother.
Very well, Father. It was nice to meet you, and nice to meet you too, Astrid.
And Amitrius will head back inside, and he'll say, Valis, it is good to see you again. How have you been?
Well, it's only been, 6.5 years now, so a lot has changed since then.
I understand that, but you know I have my duty. I could not abandon my people.
Oh, I've heard what you've done.
Yes, I've united my people and made them strong. And there was not a day that I did not think of you, Valis.
You could have.
Do not take it. What?
You could have written. You have a dragon. You could have sent the dragon. So obviously you didn't think about me too much.
I did, but Astrea was sorely needed, and I was swamped with all sorts of business. I mean, it is normal for a man to go and do his duty, and but I have returned. And I was hoping to spend some time with you.
And how long have you returned this time?
And you see that Demetrius averts his eyes, and he says, it is, unfortunately, destiny has me in its grasp yet again. Havoc has struck a terrible blow against us. He has cruelly slain my brother, and we are set upon a quest to stop him.
He did what? Not Electrion. No, he was such a good guy. Oh no! And now you finally see some emotion coming from her when you mentioned that.
And the others that were close to the rest of us as well, Dasklin's mother, Arcadia's previous mate,
Who?
the old Corbin, Eliana. It does not matter. But he has struck a grievous blow against us, and we now seek the means to defeat him.
Oh, so you're only here because you need something from me.
No, I was actually on my way to MytroS before all of this happened, to reunite with you, but on the way this occurred and it is out of my hands now.
And she kind of gives you a little glare.
And he says he will inform her about... we've been gathering several artifacts. The staff, whose name I keep forgetting, and the caduceus and the ambrosia. And now we seek the Promethean fire.
Is that why your shadows are so large?
Yes, and I will take out the staff and I'll hold it out to her to inspect.
And she looks it over but does not touch it. And she says, "Oh, that's a fancy stick you got there."
As far as I am to understand it, when we gather all these 3 items, we can ascend to godhood and gain the power to stop Gravik once and for all.
And where is this fire that you seek?
It is in the sunken city.
The sunken city, you say? Interesting. And how do you plan on getting there? You don't swim.
No, that is right, but we have found half of a map, and he will look at her as if he already knows that she knows what he's talking about. We have found half of a map, and we believe the other half can lead us there and take us to the sunken city.
Well, that's pretty interesting. Maybe you should go up and do that then.
Valus, please. I know that you are upset. I never meant to hurt you or abandon you.
Yet you did that just to make your name great and mighty.
It was not for my name. I did it for my people.
Uh-huh. I know what happened, right?
I stand by what I did.
Even at the cost of your friendship with Nicodemus.
It is unfortunate, but it is something that I hope to set right as I'm traveling with him now, and I hope to set right the mistakes that I've made with you as well. If you would allow me to.
And the fact that he hasn't punched you in the mouth yet is very telling of how great that man could be.
Yes, I wish he would punch me in the mouth, but at the time, I did what I felt was right. But I will set it straight. You have my word on that.
And she says, "Well," and she kind of scratches her head. And, "Well, I have a lot of business to do today. So if that's it."
I wish to talk about our daughter.
What about her?
I had a conversation with her, and she said that she has nothing in common with a beast like a dragon, and that they are but animals, and that she is a human. Have you not told her?
No. She will...
Why not?
She is 7 years old.
When I was 7, I was already made to hunt. Surely she can handle it.
Yes, well, when you were 7, your father didn't abandon you either, did he?
Valus, must you wound me so? I am here now. I'm trying to set things right.
You're here now, but you already said you're going to leave so you can go and get this fire thing and become a god. And she just air quotes when she said god.
What do you propose I will do? Let Gravik do as he pleases and plunge this world into darkness once more?
Weren't you the reason why Gravik did what he did?
No, Gravik was taken by some darkness or whatever, but nothing I did could ever justify this madness. He gathers an army of darkness, so we've already fought many of his troops. MytroS is not safe.
So you're going to leave us again? Is that basically is what you're saying, though? Because for
What
the
kind
greater...
of father would I be if I would not fight for my daughter's future?
And then what was the point in coming back here now, then, if you're just going to leave? I just don't get it. What
Because I care about you.
Because you care about me, or because you want something from me? Which one is it?
I do need something from you, but that is not why I came. I was told a few days ago that you may have the other half of the map to the sunken city.
Like I said, you only came because you want something from me.
I need something from you, but I would have come regardless. I was already on my way here before I even found out about the map. You must believe me, and I will attempt to persuade her of my truth, at least.
Okay. And she looks at you and... Fine.
Thank you, Alice. Do you have it?
Yes.
Well, can you give it to me?
Could I? Yeah.
What do you want in return?
What do you have on offer?
I'm asking you because the fate of the world is at stake. And I was hoping that we are husband and wife. We should at the very least be cordial to each other
And she
and trust each other.
lets out like a loud laugh when you said that. I'm sorry. That was mean. Yeah. I can give it to you. And when she says that, you hear a knock on the door, and an aide pops their head in and says, "My lady, Lord Constantine is here." And when she says, "Okay, I'll be right. Just tell him I'll be out there in a moment." And she stands up and says, "Well, I have some business to take care of with one of our aides. Come back in the morning."
I will gently grasp her hand as she tries to pass me and says, "Valis, this is important."
Yes, well, and she like whips her hand out of yours and says, "Yes, well, matters of state are at hand right now. Where are you?
Is there anything you need my help with?
Where are you staying, and I will have it delivered."
We will be staying at the mansion of Taskelin. Do you know where it is?
That you're, and she laughs and, "Yeah, I know where that is."
Can you tell me? And I will draw a map of MytroS from her.
And she kind of laughs and says, "Well, after you abandoned this place, his father came and took up your estates and expanded it a little bit."
He took up my estate.
That you abandoned, yes.
How is that possible?
Oh, well, there's power and money, things are for sale.
Valis, hear my words before you leave. I do intend to be a part of my daughter's life, and even if you will not have me back, I will be in MytroS in the future. I hope you are prepared for that.
Very well, as you wish.
And he will nod and step out of her way.
And she says, "You know the way out." And as she's walking out, Rhodopus comes up, and you hear, as you're walking away, you hear, "Uncle Constantine! Yay!"
And after they have left, MytroS would go back to the temple and wait for the others to finish their business.
And
Well, Arcadia probably is not there anymore because we were only there for a little bit. I'm talking. That didn't take very long.
I think this all as you're walking out, I think you would at least see Corbin flying overhead. So you would get a general sense of where they're going.
Well, where's the rest of the party? Did they just leave after the temple? They didn't wait.
I don't think
We didn't talk about it, so yes, we left. I left. Arcadia left.
And
Corbin signaled you that I was going to follow him.
And Corbin's flying, and Tesklin said he's going to go to his dad's estate by himself. I'm not sure about Nico.
Well, you all would know because Amitrus and Nils have told you that Valis did have the map, and Amitrus did tell you that he would just go to Valis and ask for the map. I'm not sure if they would be interested in waiting to see if he even got it.
We didn't even ever say where we were going to meet up or anything. I know that Demetrius just said we're going to meet at Tasklin's mansion or be staying there, but I don't think unless we want to retcon that or.
Well, do what you want. I'll head to Tasklin's mansion as well, but first I want to do something else. Let's see.
I mean, if Demetrius said he was going to the palace and he was going to come back, then Arcadia would have waited for him.
Yeah.
Since we kind of fast tracked this, the beginning of this session. So if he had said that, Arcadia would wait for him.
Yeah, let's meet outside of the temple.
Taskman's gonna try and slip away from the rest of the group and head to his home.
And Amitrius, he would cast Locate Object. And he would seek for that ring of swimming that he once had, that he ended up returning.
Let me see here. Is within 1,000 feet of you. It is not.
Okay, it lasts 10 minutes.
Okay.
So
you just walking around haphazardly?
No. When we begin heading towards Tasklin's mansion, I'll cast it again and 2 more times on the way there to get another few thousand feet to see if he locates it.
He does not. But
yeah.
Well, does he come back to the temple?
Yeah,
he meets at the temple, and then he suggests they head to Tasklin's mansion because that's his old mansion.
But Tasklin is doing everything to make sure he tries to lose the group so they can't follow him to his home.
Like the way I'm seeing it is all of this, like the temple and Valis, that all would have happened at the same time within maybe 3 or 4 minutes of each other. Ending within 3 or 4 minutes of each other. So as he's walking away.
What time is it actually?
Afternoon.
Oh well, maybe we can do something else first. You guys should we drop by Kindness Tavern?
Tasklin said he's beelining it right to his dad's house, and Corbin's following him. And I think I'm not sure what Arcadia and Nico are doing, but
Arcadia would fill Amitrus in on what Tasklin said, that it looks like we won't need Narcissus because Tasklin has read of this spell that will use those. It's called Theogenesis. So she would tell Amitrius, and that he seems fairly confident, although she doesn't know how accurate that is, but he seems that he would be able to cast the spell, so we might not need Narcissus at all.
That's excellent. I don't trust that dragon. If we can bypass him, we should. And he will say that Valdis is being difficult. She says that I should meet her tomorrow morning, and she will come up with something to maybe give us the map He says that he assumes that she will give it, but that she's just being difficult because of personal reasons.
Well, Arcadia says, well, I would want to stop by the palace anyway to check on the Queen's Guard to see how my sisters are doing.
All right. She will be expecting us tomorrow morning. So, should we go to Taskelin's mansion and check up on his work? I'm not sure about this theogenesis. I want to see these books for myself.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you know where his mansion is?
Yes, Queen Valis told me. And he says, it's actually my own old place. But it seems that through some diplomatic trickery, his family was the one that actually took it over.
Ugh. Arcadia can't hide her disgust at that.
Typical. And he would begin heading there with the guards and the scribe in tow.
And as you walk up, you see Taskelin at the gate. I'm assuming demanding to be let in.
Yeah, if they're not letting him in, he's going to be a little furious about it.
As the party catches up to you.
He's just like, what do you mean you're not letting me enter? This is my home! And then he just sees the group coming like, oh, god damn it.
And the MytroS' scribe comes up and says, Sir, we would like an audience with the lord of this manor. And guard says no, and the scribe says, do you not know who this is? And scribe looks
I
at
am the lord of this manor. Shut the hell up, you... what even are you?
As the scribe says, this is the noble paladin Lord MytroS, first of his name, and all the party is here now. Avatar of the Divine Stallion, Protector of Thylia, Kentamane's Inn, Bane of Sidon and Lutheria, Ruler of the Centaur, Hero of the Oracle, Master of Dragons, Winner of the Great Games, Savior of the Enemies.
Taskelin just casts Shocking Grasp on him and just to shut him up.
As he says, as he gets to Savior of the Amazons, Taskelin shocks him and he shuts up.
As he gets to it, before he says it, or after?
After he says it.
I will allow my guards to manhandle Taskelin.
If they come towards it, he is going to cast Sunbeam with a spell slot to increase the range to 120 feet.
I mean, they're like...
That would hit all of us.
That would hit everyone, yeah. They're all...
Including the people at your door.
Oh, Taskelin is not in the right state of mind right now after being barred from entering his own home.
And as you start doing that, you hear a loud, like a large, deep voice. What is this foolery at my house? And
let me in!
And as you turn and look, you see this man's roughly mid 60s, but he's a beast of a man. Even makes Corbin look small, and he has a nice pepper goatee, and he's not wearing a shirt, and he has like a 12-pack, and think of the ancient Greek like 300, and he says, "What is this shit at my door? Stop it now!"
Father, why have you barred me from entrance?
Father, and he looks at you, and he kind of, like the rest of the party, you see him kind of like give like a disgusting look, and Taskelin?
Yeah. Now let me in. I have business.
And you see him like he's like, but you're so small still. I thought I sent you off to get big.
What are you talking about? I was sent to the finest schools for magic.
Magic? What the hell did your mother do now? I'm gonna have a word with her.
Well, good luck with that. She's dead.
Dead? Is it your fault, boy? I swear if you did something to your mother, I'm gonna break your skull in.
No. Gravik did something to her.
What's a Gravik?
I have no time for this. Let me in.
And he says, "Let you in." And who the hell's the rest of these people?
These are my. He's gonna take a moment to look them over and.
And as you're looking them over, you hear your father say, "MytroS?"
He just kind of quickly glanced to his phone, like, "What?"
That's right.
You son of a bitch! I haven't seen you since the arena days.
And I'll see if he's important enough for me to recognize with a history check.
Yeah. So, starting off when you were first brought to the gladiators, first training off, he was the head gladiator. His name was Commodus, of course. His name was Commodus, and he ended up winning his freedom from the arena. And he was like, you ever seen what the hell's that show?
Spartacus?
Yeah, Spartacus. He's like Crixus from Spartacus.
And how does he look now? Has he become fat? Is he still muscular?
Oh, he's still have you seen the show Reacher?
No.
He's still very muscular. He's not wearing a shirt. Has a nice 12-pack. He's very, very buff, even though he's a little older.
All right. Sorry, what was his name again? Let me write it down.
Commodus. And that's kind of what he looks like in Discord.
And he will walk over towards Commodus and say nothing, and eye him over, and grasp his hand, and he will begin squeezing it. And he says, "Good to see you again." And he will try to see if he's stronger than this guy, or if he's strong, and he'd say, "What's wrong? Old age? You got you pushing too many pencils."
And you do beat him a little bit, but it was a little tough. Almost made you strain a little.
And then he will let go and pat him on the shoulder and says, "Glad to see your strength isn't leaving you."
Same with you, old man. Come on in, and you're traveling with my kid.
That we are, but his performance leaves much to be desired.
Yeah, you
Sent him
should.
to a school for mages.
No, hell no. I sent him to a military school. His mother must have done that shit behind my back.
You can cast the mean spell, but he's
Yeah.
weak.
Magic. That's just for pansies.
He says, "I see you bought my old place."
Ah, this was yours. Yes, it's nice, but I had to upgrade it a little bit. You'll like what I've done to the place.
All right, and I'll join him with the other heroes, I guess.
Yes, come on in, and even the little wimp he can come to.
Pascalin's just gonna grumble and just turn to the guard at the door and just wait for him to open it for him.
The door's already open.
He'll just walk in, not in a huff, and start heading towards the library of the mansion.
And when you get there, you notice that the library is no longer there.
He's gonna rush out, kind of red face, angry. What did you do with all the books?
Your mother, she transported them downstairs. She likes to read.
He's going to rush off to the basement to go find the books that he's looking for.
And you see about 1,000 books in this library.
Shit. This is gonna take some time. He walks back upstairs. Father, may you entertain our guests and your past lover. I have important business to see to.
And you see that they're already talking and having fun, and when you come up they kind of get quiet and look at you. This is the and when you run up, he looks at Demetrius and Arcadia and Nico and says, this is the most extras that boy's probably gotten in 10 years.
Yes. I'm sorry about your wife, Commodus.
My
I
wife?
fear that her... Yes, Deskin's mother.
Oh yeah,
Right.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, we already established she's dead. Yeah, well,
Yeah,
I'm sure it's probably his fault too.
No, I fear not. It's not just his wife that died, but also my brother Electrion. Yeah, and he would know Electrion as he was a gladiator in the same arena as Demetrius.
Mm-hmm. And well, did he die with
done.
Did he die with honor?
Yes, it was. Well, he will just say yes. He will just lie about it, and he will say it was done by that devil Gravik, the old playwright, and we have recruited your son on a mission to stop him.
That playwright who gave you a small schlong.
Yes.
That was funny shit.
Taking down his stage.
I heard about that. No, that was you. Okay, yeah. That was funny.
Yes. So, your son will have to assist us a while longer.
Good. The longer he stays out of my hair, the better. After that, he can go back to the military school.
I will do no such thing.
You will listen. You will be put in your place if you don't shut your mouth, boy.
Yeah.
And he looks at the rest of the party and he says, I see you have an Amazon, and I see you have a dwarf. Can the dwarf fight?
You can fight, all right.
Well, maybe. And he's like, maybe we can come to an agreement. The three of you can, or the four of you, sorry, four of you can like smack him around a little bit, make him into a man.
I possess more power than you have in your little pinky.
Go back to your books, little boy.
He'll stop and go back down to the basement.
I've been trying to share some wisdom with the boy, but he only likes the sound of his own voice.
Oh, you should have seen him when he was younger. You should have seen him when he was younger. It was worse. It was insufferable.
He needs discipline. I will agree with that.
He couldn't even lift a fork without his mummy.
And I guess you would continue. Would they have like food there, drinks?
Yeah, he's going to invite you to stay the night. Like they'll have a nice little banquet and a feast, and he'll lead you around the house. And you see down outside, one of the improvements he did was they put like a little sparring arena in the backyard.
And you say, how much do you think it would make if you got the heroes in the arena? How much would people pay for that?
I don't need no money no more. This is just for sport. This is just for fun.
No, but think with me here. We have recently discovered that we're going to need a pile of gold, and I was just thinking of ideas on how we could use our status as a hero to make that money.
Then he's thinking about it, and well, it couldn't be. It has to be with fists and weapons. No magic.
How much gold do you think?
With several books and fought them to slam them down on a table, and just so that he can hear what everyone's talking about, so they're not talking about him.
And
he's just.
They look over. He looks over and says, "Are you still having a little tantrum, boy, or can the real grown-ups talk?"
I'm sorry. Is the person that was unable to protect my mother talking to me?
And he says, "She's dead because of you."
Oh, I'm sorry. Where were your muscles when she was kidnapped by Gravik?
She went looking.
Respect your father.
She went to go see you because she missed your little precious little Tascalin.
Shut up, Demetrius. This doesn't concern you, you stupid fucking horse.
You watch your language, or you'll be out of this house. I don't care who you are.
Yeah. And he's gonna start flipping through the books.
And at that time, you hear a woman's voice from behind says, "Oh, it's Tascalin. Nice to see ya again, little friend."
He's going to pause and look up from his book.
And it's your old. I don't want to say friend, but maybe your old bully named Perculus, female.
Oh. He's just gonna like grit his teeth a little and look back down at his book as he starts flipping through it, trying to find information about the Theogenesis spell.
And you hear as she walks past you and kind of like tries to kick the chair out from under you as she's walking past, and your dad says, MytroS, you have to meet her. Now that's a good kid right there.
And so I will walk over to her, and I will walk a circle around her while eyeing her up and down. If I think that she might be a strong warrior.
She certainly gives off that aura.
About how old is she?
Roughly Tasquin's age.
So mid-20s.
My name, dear Centaur, is Perculus.
Do you know who I am?
You're the great MytroS.
And I will draw my Holy Avenger. I will hold it out to her hilt first. I'll say, show me a few moves.
And she will take it. And isn't used to the weight for a second, and then like she gets it under control, and she starts doing some like kata moves.
Do I get the impression that she's very good or what?
Yes, for her age at least, yes.
I will pat her on the shoulder and take my sword back, and I will look over my shoulder at Commodus and say, well done, you've done a fine job with this one.
Yes.
Good manners and a good sword arm.
Yes, that's the kid I should have had.
Taskin's gonna grumble under his breath, like, I kill her without breaking a sweat.
You know, it's funny. As he tells the four of you, it's pretty funny though. As a kid, they used to fight, and she would make him cry all the time.
And I will look over at Tasklin to see how he responds to that.
He's gonna act like he's ignoring them as he puts down one book and picks up another.
I'll say, yeah. And I'll say, I'll agree with you. Tasklin is no good in a fight with weapons, but if you must know, he did face down the ancient vampire king, if you'll believe it.
And they both say, Tasklin, that little wimp.
That's right. I've seen it with my own eyes, else I would not believe it.
I'm surprised he didn't try to sleep with it.
Well, does seem like to be his thing. And MytroS will return back to his food.
And we used to have to pay women to go to sleep with him.
I could burn your stupid little bitch to a cinder in a matter of moments.
He laughs again. Sure. You keep telling yourself that, but you should let the grown-ups talk, Tasklin. Go back to your precious little books.
He'll put the books down, stand up. Fine. What about another match? No hold bar, no rules.
No magic.
No, there will be magic.
Not in my house, there won't be.
Oh, so I see that you're too cowardly to let your precious student fight me when I'm at my best.
At your best, what a little wimp.
Magic is too dangerous, Graphic. You know that you will kill her if something goes wrong.
That is the intention.
That is not the right.
I love
way
that
to
we
act.
keep on calling him Gravic.
Oh,
sorry,
fuck.
Tasklin.
Yeah.
Just put this beside you and focus. You have more important things to do than worry about a childhood bully.
It will only take a moment to end her, and then I can go back to finding out about the Theogenesis spell.
You would so easily take the life of your old friend. You disappoint.
He is not my friend.
Come now. The attraction between you two is obvious.
And she does, and Perculus doesn't say anything, but you see her get a little red as she's like hiding behind her drink.
Let me tell
Can
you
you
one
please
thing,
spell that?
Tasklin. One piece of advice from one man to another. If a woman hates you, she will avoid you.
You have... MytroS, Though we have agreed to respect each other, I am not going to take your cancel to heart.
Do what you will with it. I cannot give you the wisdom with the advice.
You are very capable in other regards, but wisdom is not one of them.
Perhaps. But when it comes to women, I am capable enough.
I can only think about the conversation Demetrius just recently had with his wife.
Yeah, but you were never that. That's why you went alone.
Yeah.
Arcadia has had enough of this. Are there nice gardens or something out in the back? Because that's where she's going to sleep.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, she
there's
excuses
a garden.
herself. She thanks Commodus for his hospitality, explains that she is more comfortable sleeping outside, and will go excuse herself to go to the gardens.
And as
I will call over Corbin and Nico, and I'll say, hey, you guys remember that tavern that Geiner started here in the city?
Aye?
Maybe we should have a drink there.
Oh no, the Oracle says we should stay close to Tuscany.
And we'll say, well, he can come with us, and we can bring his girlfriend. And he'll nod over to the bully.
Yeah, that would be a good idea, I think. Maybe he could read this.
Pergola, would you join us at Geiner's Tavern?
Geiner's Tavern. Ooh, that's a fun place.
I have more important things to do than to warp my mind with such substances. I must study
Nonsense.
for this.
You need a drink to get that stick out of your ass.
That just says that he can't hold it. That just says he can't hold his liquor. You should have seen him this one time. He pissed himself drunk. It was hilarious.
Let's not talk about that. Maybe we should discuss the time you drank so much you shit yourself, Father.
Yeah, well.
Well, that's happened to everyone.
It happens from time to time. You know, it was funny one time. He ended up, and he just starts talking shit again.
All right. Who's with me? Let's go. Tasklane, you two, or do you want to stay here and trade insults with your father all day? You'll get more studying done at the tavern.
I fail to see how being around a bunch of peasants in a stupor is going to help me study for this.
Come on.
Want this spell to be known?
Come on, Come on, Testicles.
What? You named me!
Oh, this is coming from Perculus.
Oh, Perculus, okay.
Come on, Testicles.
Get out of my house.
This isn't your house. This is your father's house, and I am welcome as long as I want to be here.
Yes, and look at him. He is going to be dead within a matter of years, and then it'll be my estate.
Oh, that's what you think, but okay.
I don't understand you, Tasklane. Why do you always antagonize everyone? Would you not rather have good relations with your family?
Not my father. He can drop dead at any moment.
And
you
hear,
everyone.
And when you say that, the dad slams the table and he says, "All right, I'm enough of this shit. Get your book. Get the fuck out of my house."
This isn't your house. It was my mother's. You were just a piece of shit gladiator that only married into wealth.
You see him
that's enough.
start getting very pissed.
I will try to usher Tasklane out.
You're a worthless piece of garbage that should never have married my mother! As he's being ushered out by Demetrius.
That's not right, Tasklane. No son should talk to his father like that.
He's no father of mine.
He is your father, whether you like it or not. So try to meet him halfway. And then Demetrius would leave him be and begin heading towards Geiner's Tavern.
All right, who is going to the tavern?
Corbin's following.
How about Nico and Tess?
Nah, Nico's been neglecting his family since he got here. He's
Good.
gonna head back to his house.
Good man.
the last thing he wants to do is go to a tavern and then go back to his house and show up.
Oh yeah, his wife would kill him.
Your wife would kill you.
So he's gonna say, "All right, guys, I'll see you maybe tomorrow."
And what about Tasklin? Is he gonna go?
He's going to collect a few books with, and then like put them in a satchel and head off with them anywhere away from his father.
All right, cool. With that, let's take our 10. I gotta pee.
Okay.
All right, stream. We'll be back in like 10 minutes. Nice little, fun little pissing match between Tasklin and his daddy. We'll be back in 10. So if you go away, please come back, and we'll see you shortly.
Yeah.
All right, we back. Okay, so we left Tescon's house. Nico's going back to his house. Arcadia is chilling in the Zen garden. So it's a boys' night.
And as they are heading there, Demetrius will walk up to Tasplin and he will say, all this anger that you have, are you sure this is the way you want to live?
Mind your business, Demetrius.
Demetrius shakes his head. It's a shame that
Corbin
you
kind of
don't want to,
snorts a little in laughter as he looks
you
at
don't want to
Demetrius
talk
giving
about it.
advice on anger.
Why don't you try just leaving all that pride behind you for tonight? Have a few drinks and dance with that friend of yours, Perculus. She's clearly interested in you. Tell her a few stories about your battles.
She is a wench that deserves nothing but fire and death.
Is that really what you think? That sounds
It
like
is.
talk of an evil man. Is that
Now
what you
shut
are?
up and just drink while I study. Someone has their eyes set on the prize.
And,
Careful, Tasplin. You're sounding a lot like Gravik.
exactly.
He really
Thank you for saying that.
He really is.
Yeah.
Thank you for saying that.
I don't know why you have disregarded the deaths of your closest people in your life, but I have not. I am focused.
Do you think we are not trying all that we can to obtain this map in the last item?
It does not seem like it.
We risk our lives every day in this quest.
And now you wish to just go and drown in alcohol, is that it? Has it gotten to be too much for you, this quest?
Not for me, Tasplin, but I think it might have been getting a bit too much for you if you do not relax every now and then. This kind of business will break you.
I will relax when Gravik is dead.
Yes, I just hope that the one that replaces him isn't worse. And Amicis will walk away from Tasplin to continue on to the bar.
All right. So we make our way to the bar. You hear it's a nice rowdy bar. It's a good night. What was the name of that? The Heroes something?
The
Titans Fall.
End.
The Titans Fall.
the
Titans,
Titans
All right. So yeah. So you get to the Titans Inn, Titans Fall, whichever. And it's a nice crowd. There's a bouncer outside, but when he sees Demetrius, he says, "Oh, that's one of the heroes. Nicodemus, another hero. The four of you, the five of you, come on in."
Nicodemus is not there.
Nicodemus is not there. So the four of you, come on in.
I will send my guards back to the Ultras and say it will be dark soon. I will be able to make my way to the mansion on my own. Meet me there again tomorrow morning.
Yes, sir.
And then I will go into the bar.
All right, so the four of you walk in, and
Except there's only three of us, isn't it? Just Corbin, Demetrius, and Asplin?
and
And
the girl,
and the girl.
Perkless.
Sorry.
So you come in and you hear a rowdy tale of I forget exactly what Geiner was talking about now. How he's like how he killed out all of them or something like that, right? Task.
Oh, yeah, how he climbed the Catamane and fell him all on his own.
Yeah, so they're and every time he's telling the tale, you hear a loud cheer go out.
And then I climbed up his body, finding any little handheld I could. When I got to his shoulder, I started pummeling his face. He did not know what hit him.
And
That's for sure.
Geiner, good
Licked
to
you
see
up like
you.
the booger he did.
Oh shit! A MytroS? Oh, I'm this. How's things been?
Things have been good, and I will motion at Corbin Reborn, and I will say, "This is Corbin. He has grown since you last met him."
And he'll hop off his bar stool. Obviously, lot more of a pot belly to him. He's definitely been drinking his own supply. Ah, Corbin, you've grown quite a bit. Are you sure this is Corbin?
Yes, my friend.
Yes, and this is Tascalin. He's the new wizard.
Yeah, wizard. Oh.
Well, not really. He doesn't really have any book knowledge.
And Tascalin's gonna grumble under his breath as he takes a seat and opens one of his books, like, not a wizard. And oh well, that's good. So what brings you here?
What do you think? Drinks?
You want a drink? Oh, well, in that case, drinks around the house. Oh, I couldn't ask for your coin. Not after what we've been through.
That's right. Why don't you tell us again about how you slew Kentamain all by yourself?
Oh, yes, you heard that, did ya?
That's right. I heard it, and I will look at his crowd. I will say,
he's obviously uncomfortable, like rubbing the back of his neck. Like,
and I'll interrupt him, and I'll say that's indeed what happened. That's how I remember.
Yes, you see, and everyone cheers, I guess, again. Yes, it was all me. He's gonna turn in.
Demetrius will lean over and whisper, "You owe me one, dwarf."
And he's gonna like laugh nervously, but nod his head. Okay, everyone gets a drink, and he's gonna go behind the bar as quickly as he can and gets.
Meanwhile, Corbin's already behind the bar, and he's trying to find the most expensive liquor he has.
But he'll get the party nothing but the best, extra large pints. Here you go, drink up, and he's gonna lean closer to Demetrius. Just so you know, every story needs a little embellishment and flair, right?
I understand. You've earned it.
Yes. But drink up. I need to go serve the other patrons. Just let me know if you want a refill, and he'll go deal with the other customers.
I will call over Perculus to the bar, and I will say, Gravik, he sounds he is so angry. Was he always like this?
What's a Gravik, by the way?
That's good. Sorry.
And she'll like look around to make sure no one can really hear it. She says, I used to pick on him because he would make fun of me being all tall and gangly. So I had to pick back on him, and then me and his dad we had a chat, and I'm able to wield weapons and be strong, and it's all because of Tascalin, because he was shit talking so much. I had to get big and strong. Maybe he would like me then, but apparently he doesn't. Maybe he doesn't like women. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that he does, but the loss of his mother seems to have hit him hard. He could use a little company, and
well, the thing, like, he was always pretentious, though. Like, he always thought he was better than people, and it's just not nice. But obviously, you know how his dad is. You see, like, yes, me and his dad have a great relationship, and we get on pretty well. But his dad can ride him a little bit. Maybe if he just stopped being so arrogant all the time, stop thinking he's better than everyone, then maybe people will treat him better.
How do you think we might get that done? Doesn't seem like his attitude is going to change anytime soon.
Probably needs to be smacked around a little bit, or have someone who he...
No, that doesn't work.
Well, maybe
he doesn't respond to that.
Well, maybe he's a magic wielder, so maybe someone who also wields magic can show him how good he is not.
No, I don't think he needs to be humiliated. He needs someone to respect his ideas. He needs a win. I was wondering if perhaps you would be willing to talk to him and maybe lay off him a little and let him be a little for how long you can stand it. See if you can maybe have a drink with him, because if this goes on, he's gonna break or get himself killed.
Well, you
His
see,
magic is strong, but he's not the type that he can just kill everyone instantly. He's not that strong.
well, you see how he acts. If I go to talk to him, he's just gonna shove me off.
Would you just give it one try for me, and if it doesn't work, I'll concede to that.
Only because of who you are and how great you were in the battle in the arena.
Thank you, Perculus.
And she goes to order a drink and says, "And a Shirley Temple, and whatever he's having, a glass of wine." And she'll go and sit next to Tascalin and like, "So, what are you reading?"
You wouldn't understand.
Well, I know I wouldn't understand. I'm just asking, though. Maybe I'm interested in what it is.
What would a barbarian know of magic? And he goes back to his book.
Not much, but I'm always willing to learn.
You're too foolish to learn any of this. You have no innate talent besides with your muscles.
That's not all that I am. I am intelligent, you know. Just because I choose not to cast magic.
He's just gonna snicker at that and drink his wine.
So what are you trying to find out? I mean, you have all these books, and obviously if you're trying to find something, you would have found it by now.
I am if you must know, I am researching on a very powerful spell that will turn a man into a god. It is called Theogenesis, and you are disturbing me. This is very important work, and I don't know why I'm even here, but Demetrius dragged me along.
So you're going to try to learn how to turn a man into a god. What about a woman?
Please. A woman cannot handle that kind of power.
And you see her, like, start to get, like, she wants to say something, but bites her tongue. And she says, well, of course not, but I was just wondering if it's possible.
I'm sure it could be possible, but also the woman would probably emulate when that power was bestowed upon her. Her body would not be able to withstand it.
I mean, Arcadia looks pretty competent. She's an Amazon. They go through a lot of training.
She might be an exception.
What about the Queen?
Which one?
Queen Valis, of course.
I'm sure a woman that has lived such a pampered life would not be able to withstand the process.
So, what about a man who's lived such a pampered life?
No, please. Why are we talking about this? Obviously, a man is more...
She is smart.
Obviously, a man is more astute and better built.
Well, of course, but I mean, if a man lives such a pampered life, like you say, like a woman lives a pampered life, surely they couldn't withhold it either. They wouldn't be ready for it.
That is, but perhaps, someone that doesn't have innate magical abilities, I suppose.
So you have to have innate magical abilities to withhold this kind of power.
I would assume so. It is a quite extensive and powerful spell.
But you don't know for a fact, right?
Well, that's what I'm trying to learn right now.
So in your eyes, maybe this spell wouldn't be for a man or a woman with innate abilities. Maybe it's for somebody as a barbarian, like you like to say.
Great. Yes, a barbarian, so we can have another mindless, vicious god.
Not
As he
necessarily.
says that, Corbin is lifting very heavy things for the crowd.
And getting cheers. So you would have him become a god, as she points over to Corbin.
He's gonna look over at Corbin like, yes, if I want the world to fall into absolute chaos.
What about MytroS? He has innate magical abilities, and he's also a barbarian.
Yes, but remind me what he's been doing for the past decade.
Being a barbarian.
Yes, but what has he done to his own people? Surely you've heard the tales.
I've heard the tales that he's gathered them all and combined them all into one big group.
Yes, spare the atrocities and the executions, I suppose. But no, I don't think he is suited for it either.
What about the dwarf?
Nicodemus, he seems to have the proper mindset for it. I don't think he would be a horrible god.
So basically what you're saying is you think only, I'm assuming you're talking about yourself, of course, and Nicodemus are the only ones worthy enough of becoming a god. Is that what you're trying to say?
Of course I am the best option for this. I am innately magical, and I know the responsibilities behind it.
Yes, but you think you're better than everybody, right?
Only because I am.
Exactly. So if you think you're better than everybody, why would somebody want to have that kind of godlike power if you already are better than everyone? I.e., you already are a god in your own eyes, right?
Well, you see, what god doesn't think they're better than everyone else?
I can think of several.
Well, who then? Speak your mind, woman.
Well, Valis for one. We had a goddess named Kyra, and she sacrificed herself so that we may live. We had Vulcan, who was the god of the forge. He didn't think he was better than anyone. The great stallion, which is the centaur's god, he didn't think he was better than anyone.
Oh, I don't know about that, but what happened to those other gods? The ones, the dragons?
The gods who did think they were better than everyone, i.e. Lutheria, Sidon, Gyner over there destroyed them.
Maybe. You some good points, but I... He's just gonna take another drink of his wine and look down at his book.
And being that you think you're better than everyone already, you might piss off the wrong person. Not saying that you would, but you might. And before you could become a god, what's to stop them from killing you in your sleep?
That's fair, but I am the only one who knows the spell besides that plump dragon.
Plump dragon?
Don't worry about it.
So, if you're the only one who knows the spell besides this so-called dragon, I'm sure there's others who know that.
That's fair. Probably a few people in this land know that spell, but maybe I should look into that.
It's easier to catch a fly with honey than with vinegar.
Why would I want to catch flies?
It was a not a euphemism. What the hell's that word?
Metaphor.
Metaphor. Yeah.
I see. Well, I have no interest in that either. Are you quite done bothering me, or do you have any other foolish questions you wish to ask me?
So another thing, if you're trying to learn this, you should be able to do all this by yourself, right? I mean, since you're better than everyone, you don't need anyone else to help you, right?
Are you just trying to put me down, woman?
No, I'm honestly just asking a question and trying to learn more about you, as we haven't seen each other in several years.
Yes, well, I prefer that. Why don't you go speak with MytroS? He seems more than your type, I suppose.
Okay, I will, but just just keep in mind it's nicer to it's easier to be nice to people than to be mean all the time. You don't need to be mean all the time to everyone.
I'm not mean. I just know my place. Everyone else should know theirs.
And she gets up and walks away with that.
And
Amisha
would say,
Tasco's gonna get him. Tasco, I'm sorry, but Tasco's gonna end up getting himself killed. I swear.
Taslin's gonna finish off the rest of his wine in one big gulp. Doesn't like the trade of thought that he's currently on right now.
and Amisha will say to her, "You are a woman of great wisdom. You will make a mighty warrior. Would you want to join us on the Ultras and travel with us for a while? You could experience adventure in distant lands."
And she thinks about it and... But,
you will be able to train with the finest warriors of the land. I only gather the best of the best on the Ultras, and I think you will fit right in.
Is it a... Well, what's the crew makeup like? Because... I'm not very keen on being around a bunch of men. No offense, but being with a bunch of men on a ship.
Arcadia will be there.
There are a few women: Arcadia, Astrea, Verena, but the crew is mostly men.
Who's Verena?
She is my second in command on the Ultras.
You let a woman be second in command, huh?
She has earned her place over the years. She has saved my hide more than once.
And she won't be opposed to having another female on there.
If I speak to her about it, it will not be a problem.
I will. Can I think about it and sleep on it?
Of course, take as long as you need.
How long are you in town for?
I think one more day after this.
I don't have many affairs really here, so, and I get to see. I get to be around Tascon a little bit more.
Yes.
If you can stand it.
Corbin will come to join them and say, yes, you should come for sure. Maybe you can help Tascon with his little problem, and I'll hold up a little pinky finger.
You have not seen him naked then. Very well. And about this time, Demetrius and everyone who's here, you see a man come up. He's very well dressed, and he's holding something, and he says, "You're Demetrius?"
That's right.
"This is for you," and he hands you a parchment.
I'll take the parchment and I'll quickly inspect it.
And he says, "This from the Queen," and walks away.
Thank you, and I'll put the parchment away.
All right. So
the Queen have to say?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
What was that, Corbin?
What does the Queen have to say, Demetrius?
It's the second half of the map.
Wow.
I think that was it, right? Because I inspected it.
Yeah, it's a parchment. If you open it up, yeah, there's the other half of the map in there.
Yeah.
How did she know we needed this?
Although what Arcadia remembers from our conversation at dinner was Demetrius said we were going to the palace in the morning to retrieve the map.
Yeah.
Correct, and
we have it before.
And correct, and it was delivered to him as if the Queen doesn't want to see him again.
Well, that's actually what she had said to Demetrius earlier in their conversation, so there was a discrepancy.
Yeah. And well,
unless Demetrius just
wanted
another excuse to stop by and say goodbye or something.
I mean, he's gonna do that anyway. But no, he just he thought he would have to come get it, but it was delivered. Just an in character mistake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he would keep drinking and chatting, and then eventually go back to the mansion.
All right. Let's go over to Nico as he goes home to his family, and Nico, when do you knock on the door, or you just walk in?
My house.
That's right. Good man. And as you walk in, you hear "Daddy, Daddy," as the kids come running up to you. You're back. We're back. Are you? What did you bring back for your adventures this time?
I have some spice jerky from Asia.
Ooh.
I don't have anything for
Yeah, I know. They're just being they're just being kids, you know. So they go take the jerky and they bite into it. And, oh my God, it's so hot! I need milk. And the wife comes up. You're home.
Aye, finally in town for a couple days. Then we have to go back out to sea.
You're leaving again, man. But Aziz,
the adventures are almost over.
But Aziz said some shit went down with Gravik. I don't want you going back out and getting in danger. You might not make it back this time.
Oh no, I'll make it back. I have gained extra powers and extra strength, and my shape-shifting forms are even stronger now.
But Aziz said he butchered people and cut open their bodies. That's not a man you can deal with.
And Nico starts to look sad. Me apprentice, you butchered him.
What?
Yes. And Nico starts to sniffle. He's very taken back by it. He don't like it. I didn't want to talk about it, but I had good feelings for the lad and had trained him enough that he was to take over up in the North Woods, in the Old Wood, as the druid up there, to start the new druid circles. But now he's gone.
It's such a shame. You're such a good kid.
I have to pay back his killer.
That is understandable. Please, just keep yourself safe. The kids need their father as much as I need my husband. And Aziz, well, you know how Aziz says he's a good boy, but you know how he's a little ornery sometimes.
Aziz is a good boy. And I'll keep him out of trouble too, so he don't get hurt.
He was so upset the other day, he tried to eat the dog.
Oh no! It's the dog there?
Yeah.
Is he okay?
Yeah, he's fine. He's just he's just a little hiding and looking around.
Okay. I'll have to have a word with Aziz about eating dogs. Goats, yeah, but no dogs.
Well, he can't eat Billy. He cannot eat Billy the goats. But before you set sail, you're here for another day or two, yes?
Aye.
We must make the best that we can of it.
Well, let's have ourselves a good dinner and relax for the evening, and I'll tell you tales of my last trip.
Excellent. And she will go to make your favorite meal. And and we can regale each other all night long. Oops. Alright, so next day, so Tascalin, as you're reading, you finally find, like, the very last book that you were looking at. You finally find the info that you're looking for.
He will then go back home to meet with his father as he returns through other books, but keeps the one with the information that he needs. Father!
Son?
I am heading out again.
And you see him, he looks very, like, not defeated, but, like, upset. And he says, "You're heading out again, I see, okay?"
Yes. Though I'm sure you are excited to hear such news.
He does not respond.
Anyway, I will avenge the death of my mother and your wife. And I apologize for my earlier outbursts.
And he looks at you very sus-like.
Though we have never seen eye to eye, and you've never respected my natural gifts, you are begrudgingly my father.
And he was like, I never hated you. I never disliked you. I could never understand you, if that makes sense.
Well, I suppose magic is a little above your comprehension. You've only tried to make me into what you know.
And you see him, like, bite back his tongue when you said that.
Yeah. But I understand, though I did not particularly enjoy the beatings that you gave me in the efforts to turn me into a gladiator like you.
I just wanted to strengthen you up a little bit.
Well, it never was my strong suit, Father. Perhaps when I get back after defeating Gravik, we can discuss this further. Though my animosity to you is probably never going to go away, we should probably come to some agreement before we end up killing each other.
And he's like, just as I will probably never forgive you for having your mother killed, but I agree.
You see, it's that. You... I will not argue with you. I prefer if you did not shoulder the blame on me entirely. Where exactly were you when she was taken?
I was here as she said she was going to visit you at the military school to see how you were doing.
And you did not think to travel with your wife to protect her?
She should not have needed protecting. She had enough guards with her.
I see. Anyways, that is not important. I'll be back inside, and I do not know when. But when I do, we can discuss this further.
Very well. And if you see Perclus again, just be nice to her. She's a good woman.
Yes, I will be nice to the woman that you made beat me. But anyways, it was good to see you again. And he will, in a very awkward and like stiff motion, like give his father a hug.
Yes, he will also give you, like, very awkwardly, like, go for a handshake, and then see you're going for a hug and like a handshake hug thing.
Yeah. And he'll take some very stiff steps backwards, like nod to his dad, like, be well. I will see you when I see you. And he'll turn around and walk out.
Alright.
He'll head back to the Ultros.
Alright. I think we were sitting here for like another day or so, unless people wanted to leave early.
Yeah. I thought we are leaving the next day, or are we staying another day?
I don't know.
That's what the plan was.
Stay another day?
No, I thought we were just gonna. There's no. Well, we had talked about going to the palace in the morning. I figured picking up the map, and no one really talked about what happened. What we're
Yeah,
gonna do. We're assuming we're not going to stay there very long.
Yeah, if you would have seen, if you would have met up like even that night or like the next morning, he would have said that he had the map again. He would have had the map.
Corbin would stop by the palace one more time, just enough time to refresh the missus, and then we could be on our way.
Well, you know, when you wake up, Arcadia's not there.
Naturally. Sus.
I will attempt to find a ring of swimming with some shopping, and then I will go to the palace to say goodbye. Oh yeah,
Okay.
and I want to find. I want to go to the college and get that Minotaur sword that I looted. I didn't.
Ah. Let's find that really quick. Others. So it is a mithril.
We're gonna need to find. We're gonna need to find a new underground fence. Since
Yeah, poor
Fisk
Fisk died.
yeah, poor Fisk. We need to find somebody that took over for him.
Yeah.
Get in
Oh,
with
but
them.
the moth did. The moth did.
Yes.
Oh,
moth was there.
okay, all right. That's where I was lost.
Yeah,
All right.
let's go to the moth before going to the palace.
The moth kind of took over for Fargrim and Fisk.
Yeah, and do you want to inform the stream of who the moth is?
The moth is Tim, the old fireball mage from Call from the Deep.
That was it was his player character from Call from the Deep. He's turned into the moth.
He's Tim,
Right.
but Engorgio has dubbed him the moth.
The moth. Oh, Timothy. Yeah, Timothy. Moth.
Well, Nico will show up at Tascalin's manor in the morning before you guys head out.
And then let's go to the moth together.
And again, Arcadia is not there because she's being sus.
We're used to that by now.
Yeah. All right. So all the boys and Tessa, no, the boys. You find the moth's hideout, his little home. It is called. It's called the Fireball. It's his little shop. It's his shop called the Fireball. It's a very nice, expensive-looking shop.
I'll say I wish to acquire a ring of swimming from you. Do you have it?
A ring of swimming for you? I probably have one of those, but it won't be cheap.
What about trading it?
Is there a potion?
Potions. I have potions of healing potions, of course.
No, potion of swimming is cheaper than. Is that cheaper than the ring?
Potions of swimming. I might have those too. Let's find out. And he starts digging. You know, I don't really have many people looking for those, so I have to go check my back stock.
Is he
Next promotion.
interested in the freerunner rod?
Let me find. Let's see if I can find this swimming potion first. Huh. I do not see a potion of swimming. The rod. Let's see here. As he kind of holds it up and he says, "How am I supposed to do with this?"
It's a powerful magic item. It allows you to cast multiple spells.
And he kind of looks at it. Yeah, but as for a druid or a scout, I don't have any use for this.
Can you not sell it?
Yeah, maybe.
I wish to exchange it for the ring.
Yeah, all right. The ring and The rod and 200 gold for the ring.
All right. I will hand over 200 gold.
All right, and he will put the ring in the part sheet.
No,
Oops.
slip it into my finger.
Right. And he looks at the other boys and for use.
I don't need anything.
You're a mighty powerful looking druid. I like that robe you're wearing. How much do you want for that?
Oh, not for sale, sorry.
Well, everything's
Just
for
acquired
sale.
it.
Everything's for sale.
Well, I still haven't engaged its full potential yet.
I'll say, do you have healing potions?
Yeah, I have a couple.
How much for greater healing?
Well, you are the mighty heroes, are you not?
That's us.
500 each.
500 each?
Yeah, and I have 3 of them.
Do you have a freedom of movement
L3.
potion?
Freedom of movement. What is that?
It is like swimming, only better.
No, I do not.
Scrolls?
I'll hand over 1500 gold.
I do have a scroll. I don't know if you could. I don't think your big muscles would be able to cast it, though.
I know somebody who can, though.
I'm assuming your friend here. And he points to Nico.
This I know Arcadia has before.
I could cast freedom of movement, but
Arcadia has it as a spell.
oh,
Oh, yeah, Corbin.
And he says, "Well, the scroll here, if you're looking for it, 6,612 gold."
That is far too pricey.
But you're the heroes. I thought you would have lots of money by now.
Now you know how it is when you're famous. You spend it as soon as you get it.
I do not know that, unfortunately. I'm not a famous person. I am a lowly shopkeep.
No, that's not what I heard. I heard back in the day.
Do you have silver vine? The plant. Gorgio? We can't hear you.
Killed him.
Can you hear me?
Yep, now.
Okay. And he looks at you and says, "Does it look like a deal in Plant Centaur?"
Worth asking. So, do you also buy magic items? Because we have need of gold.
If it's something that I want.
Do you want this?
And he looks at it. "I cannot take that. I know who it belongs to, and they would be very upset."
Who does it belong to?
Have you ever been to Aresia?
Yes, recently.
The leader of their secret, and he holds up fingers, the secret organization, that is her blade that was stolen. And if it comes into my possession, well, I don't want to meet the end of her axe.
Who is this organization?
Her name, what the hell's her name? Jenkin, I think? Or Jocasta. Her name is Jocasta.
Isn't that Arcadia's friend? I'll ask the other party members. Well, do you have some method for me to send her word? Like, I don't know, some kind of magic that lets me send her a message?
Well, you could always just return it to her.
Well, I'm intending to contact her and saying that I have recovered the blade and that I'm willing to barter with her for it.
Barter? I don't know if she's going to be bartering if she finds out that you have it and they're trying to extort her.
Extort her? I went through great lengths to obtain this blade. I risked my life. And you think that I should just give it away freely?
I mean, it's not mine. I have no use for it. I don't want to know anything about it. If you really want me to, I can send. I have a shipment going over there soon. I can put a note to her and see what she says.
Send her a note that I am willing to return the blade to her, but I expect to be compensated for the efforts I went through to obtain it.
Are you sure you want me to say that?
Yes.
Okay. And as he says it, he grumbles under his breath, "Your funeral."
Demetrius shakes his head. She must not know that. Clearly, she needs to be read the list, but he doesn't say that. And then he'll say, "Does anyone else have any?"
Oh, you over there! Don't touch that cube.
Oh, yeah, and I will hand over the 1,500 gold for the 3 potions.
Okay.
Great healing.
Don't touch that cube.
Corbin steps away from the magical cube.
And he looks at Tesklin. And you sorcerer, what can I do for you? Surely all this is beneath someone as great as you are.
All I currently have on me is 5,000 gold. What magical items do you have that I could purchase for that amount?
Probably nothing that would be any use for you.
That is fair. I do not need it. Actually, perhaps you could part with some of your healing potions at a decent discount.
Well, I have some regular healings left. The centaur about the graders.
I see. Well, how many of those do you have left?
Regular healing, I have 10.
And how much do you want for them? Surely a deal in
For-
bulk?
For you, 100 each.
100 each. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I will buy those. All 10.
All right.
Corbin will show him my mask that I'm carrying around. Is this worth anything to you?
He looks at it. He says, this is made by Vulcan. 2,500 gold I'll give you.
Is there something you have that you might exchange for it?
Like what?
I don't know, you got one of those rings around?
The one I just sold to Demetrius.
Yep.
One of a kind.
That's a potion of invulnerability.
We've already discussed that with him.
Oh.
Those things are hard to find.
They're very hard to find, especially because it's been 7 years and there's been general peace around the area. So, like, everything's more expensive or out of stock. There's just no need
spent a
for
long
them.
time collecting as many of those potions as he could find.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'll hold on to this for a little while longer then.
Very well.
If you get anything interesting, let me know.
Is there anything else I can do for you? All right. So as you leave, let's rewind really quick to an hour or so beforehand to Arcadia as she goes into the moth's lair.
Oh, she was here before us. Of course she was.
You would ask if he has sending stones and potions of heroism.
He says, "Sending stones. Well, I have a set here. 500 gold.
Okay, and then what about What did I just say?
Heroism.
Potion of heroism.
Of course. You are one of those. One of the heroes, correct?
That's right.
Excellent. For you, this potion 4,500.
Alright, so we're looking, and then, do you have any magic daggers?
I do. And he pulls out a very nice looking dagger and says, "For this one gives you +1 extra damage."
And how much is that?
Let's find who's. For you, 500.
So 500 sending stones, 500 dagger, +1 dagger, and how much was the potion of heroism?
4,500. So 5,500 total for everything.
All right. She needs to save her money to get some other stuff, but she wants to have some sort of a melee item with some magic qualities. Let's see. So she's going to, I'm trying to figure out my gold here. She'll get the dagger and the sending stones. So that's 1,000 gold piece, right?
Correct.
And that would be 100 platinum, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm subtracting 100 platinum.
All right, and the items are in party sheets.
And she thanks him, and then she goes off to the jeweler that she used to at least go to 7 years ago. She wonders if it's still there.
It is, but it looks very run down.
And she looks for diamonds worth 300 gold pieces.
She does not find any diamonds. They have very nice emeralds and amethysts, but no diamonds. As there's been a hooded figure going around buying up a bunch of diamonds.
She asked about the description of the hooded figure, but I'm guessing they don't show their face.
They do not show their face. They say it is a man, very thin-like, but does not show his face.
I'm sorry, a man very what?
Very thin, in a black cloak covering his face.
Sus.
Okay. And then she will go to the palace and check in on the Queen's Guard, the Amazons there.
When you walk in, they all stand at attention.
And she says, Eddie's sisters, I'm checking to see how you're doing.
Very well, Mom. How are you?
As well as can be expected. Is there anything you need? You are far from Themis.
We are well taken care of here, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, and then she'll just nod and say, I appreciate your service.
It is our honor and duty, ma'am.
All right, and then she'll maybe, I don't know, she's going to go, she doesn't really know what she figures the party went back to Tascalin's house, so she's going to go back there, and I'm guessing she's not going to find them.
Correct, because they, if you go back there, the dad said that they ended up leaving about 30 minutes ago.
Okay. So then she would probably head over. And does he know where they went?
He did not ask. As he looks, it looks like his eyes are really red, so it doesn't look like he knows.
Well, she will thank him for his hospitality once again and leave. And then she's going to see if she can find any tracks of the party.
She does not, actually, funnily enough.
Oh. All right. Well, she figures that she figures that they said that they were going to go back to the palace, so she will wait for them at Valus's palace.
and I am not sure if they turn up.
Well, one thing before we leave the moth, I asked him if he has a ring of protection for sale.
We haven't needed one of those in a while, but the funny thing is, I just had one of those about a week ago, but this weird ass motherfucker came in here, and I gave him an exuberant price amount, and he paid for it.
Really? Who was it?
I wish I could tell you, but he came in here, and he was it just felt very, very weird. Like if you go into some room and like it just feels like your soul has been sucked out of you. It's kind of how it felt like. He was all in black. He was all in black. It was like the nicest robes I had ever seen, but black, and his face was covered. It was super weird. And the fact that he paid, I charged him 10,000 gold for it because I was being a smartass because I didn't want to get rid of it, and he paid for it.
That is odd. Well, if you must know, Moth, I'm actually looking for a gift for my daughter, some kind of magic item. Do you have anything fun in your collection that a child might like?
Ooh, and he'll like pull out some like random random toy, little kid's toy.
And is it good quality?
The best?
Will she like it?
Well, I don't know if she'll like it or not, but it's a pretty good children's toy. It's very popular right now.
Alright, I will buy that.
And he says, for you, 5 gold.
I'll pay it. And then I will go to the palace.
Alright.
I forgot to say, can I, and we can do this offline, Orchidia would get a couple more 20 packs of bolts.
Yeah, just add them.
But we can do that offline, is that okay?
Yeah, just add them, it's fine.
Alright.
Alright, so you go back to the palace, I'm assuming everyone's back together. You're at the palace gates.
And MytroS will say, can you all wait for me here? I will go speak to Valis. And then we can return to the Ultros.
And the guards and your herald are back with you, of course. And the gates are closed, and they say, sorry, sir, the queen does not wish to be disturbed.
Is that so? I assume she gave you specific orders to keep me out?
And the herald says, do not know who this is.
I'll say, a moment, and I will ask my question.
Sorry, sir. The orders came from above. I'm just a palace guard. I'm sorry. I don't know. I was told not to let MytroS the center in. That is all.
I see. Very well. And I will walk back a bit, and I will whistle for Astrea. And I will mount her and simply fly to the palace.
And she looks very sad as she comes up to you.
And say, what's up, girl? While we are flying.
Aziz and Vengeance, they're so mean to me. I miss them. I was so happy to see them, and they just ignore me like I'm not even there.
I understand that this, you dragons aren't the creatures, but it is something you must resolve yourselves. I can give you some advice if you like.
Well, I think it's Vengeance. Like, we and Aziz were fine up until he left after you know what happened, and I think he said something to Vengeance, and now Vengeance is so mean.
Vengeance is the oldest one. She is trying to establish dominance.
But she's so mean.
Well, I think you should show her your good side. Show her how useful and mighty.
But I'm always so nice to her, and I always, I was so excited to see them again, and they just ignore me. And they say I smell. I don't smell.
You are a dragon, Astrea. How you resolve this is up to you, but if it comes down to it, you must confront her and settle the matter.
But I don't
with words.
I don't want to hurt her.
I know that you don't. Just think about it, but you should do something about it. You should talk to her about it, and if must be, you should see about earning her respect in whatever method you can.
Can I do to her
in combat or
can I do to her what I did to the and her eyes kind of grow like kind of wide?
No, you cannot kill her. If you must fight, you have to stop before you seriously injure her. We are all bound by the oath.
But she needs to be put in her place, you say, and that would put her in her place, just like you did to Agrius.
That is not what I said, and that is a different situation. I'm saying you should resolve it.
So should
if you are mistreated or insulted, it is okay to set boundaries.
So should I do to her like Verena did to Tasklin?
No, you should not look at humans for business between dragons.
She's not a human. She's a tiefling.
And you are a dragon. The way dragons solve things is different.
But I see what other women do, except for Arcady. She's kind of weird, but I see what other women do when they want something.
I understand, but vengeance is a dragon, not a woman. If you wish to reach her, you must do it as a dragon. You cannot look at humans and emulate their behaviors.
Fine. But if she starts talking shit, I'm going to put her in her place. If she says one more bad thing about me smelling, I don't smell.
If she insults you, it is your right to respond to that. But remember, she is older than you and mightier. And it may be that it is she who puts you in your place. You must be ready for that. And when the times come, you must submit to her if she is stronger than you. That is the way of the dragons.
Submit? So if a different centaur puts you in your place, would you submit to them?
I have never met a centaur who is able.
I have never met a dragon who is able.
Very well. Just be ready.
Alright, and by this you would have landed in front of the palace and everyone just starts running out of the way. What about what about the rest of the party? Like when they see this, do you just because they weren't keeping you out, they were just keeping Demetrius out. Like, do you go in or no?
I don't. Nico doesn't go in.
All right.
Arcadia was already in there.
Yeah, I'd just stay with the group.
Cool. All right, so you land, Demetrius. You land, and people. You see a man come running out, the same one who gave you that parchment yesterday, and he says, "Demetrius, enough. She does not want to see you."
And Demetrius says, "That is not a problem. If she does not want to see me, I will respect her wishes. But I am not here to see her. I am here to say goodbye to my daughter, as is my right."
She does not want to see you either.
I will see my daughter, no matter what it takes.
You confuse her. You left for 7 years. You don't even know her.
I did my duty, and I want the chance.
You did your duty. You got Valis pregnant. That was your duty. That's all you were worth for.
And I look at this man and say, "Who are you to speak for her and my daughter? And who are you to get in my affairs?"
I'm looking what is best for Valis and Rhodopus. You are not.
You must, but she is my daughter, and I will see her. And I will begin walking into the palace.
All you're gonna do is confuse her and make her even more upset. She does not want to see you, and then all you're gonna do is leave again, like you did last time.
And you see that the words do hurt Demetrius, but he says, "I leave for her, because if I do not, I know that her future will be taken from her by Gravik. You could never understand what I sacrifice."
Yeah, and where were you when she was hurting at night? And where were you when her kid who got sick and she almost died? You didn't know any of this shit. You don't care. All you care about is your big ass ego.
Don't presume to tell me what I care about. It is for respect for my daughter and for Valis that I do not behead you where you stand for your words. Do not speak to me as if you know who I am or what I think.
Yes, see, Valis, this is all he cares about. You get him and tell him the truth and upset him a little bit and threatens violence. This is all he's good for.
Stay out of my way, and I will search for a Rhodopus.
And you see her as you're walking up. You see Valis, and behind her is a peeking out and looking very scared as Rhodopus, as she heard all of this. Please, sir, please do not kill Uncle Constantine. He's such a good man.
I'm not going to hurt him. I only wish to say goodbye to you again. I must leave on an important quest. And I will lower myself down and I will hold up the toy and I'll say, "Come here, this is for you."
And she is still clutching on to Valis's leg and looks very scared at you.
I will meet Valis's eyes to see what she thinks about this.
She does not meet your eyes.
And Demetrius will he will set the toy on the ground and he will raise up and he will say, "If you do not want to see me, Rhodopus, that is, you're right. But I am your father, and I want to bond with you. I want to learn about you. Perhaps one day, when you are a little older, you will understand why I've been gone so much." And then he will turn around and begin leaving.
Okay.
And he will fly with Astrea back to the Ultros.
Awkward. As the rest of the group sees him just get onto the dragon and fly over to the Ultros. Awkward.
I want to go collect vengeance.
Okay. And she's right around. All you have to do is call her and she comes right to you. Same with Aziz.
As we're flying back to the Ultros, I want to ask her, like, what has happened to you and Astrea? You were friends not that long ago.
A lot happens in 7 years.
7 years? It's only been a few weeks since we were at the Sour Vintage.
Oh, it's only been like a couple days. Well, even at the Sour Vintage, they completely ignored her.
What has happened?
And she says, is between me and her. She knows what she did to poor Aziz. This happened while Aziz and Astrea were with Nico and MytroS traveling around. And she did some bad things and encouraged Aziz to do the same.
Well, do not openly mock him. Do not openly mock her anymore.
As long as she knows her place, I will not.
I will expect you to be kind.
This is a dragon affair. If she just stays out of my way, then everything will be fine. If we have to travel together, we will travel together. But we are not friends.
I am disappointed in you.
If you knew what I knew, you would not say that. But it is not my tale to be told. And
very well. Back to the Ultros.
Back to the Ultros. Sus.
Wow, the soap opera between the dragons, the soap opera between MytroS and Valis. It's like a telenovela.
Exactly. Very sussy. Oh, I love it. Alright, so back to the Ultros. You piece the map together and it gives you a place to sail to. Demetrius, when you get back there, you see Pericles. She is sitting outside the Ultros, or standing outside the Ultros.
Demetrius will approach her and he will say, "Welcome. I'm glad to see you've decided to join us."
Yes, I
Is she
had.
wearing is she wearing red robes or red blouse, a red skirt, red?
She's wearing black. And she says, I had a talk with Verena before you came back, and she has agreed that I can join, as she laid down the law, and I will do my best to uphold that.
And MytroS will raise his eyebrow. He has no idea what she means. And he will say, well, if you two have resolved it already, then I am happy. If there are any problems, you can tell me. You are a valued member of my crew now, and I wish to keep you happy aboard here.
Very well. Thank you for having me. Okay. Everyone gets back on the Ultros. Do we set sail?
Yeah, to the map's destination.
Cool. Good. And that's a good place to stop. Pick it up next week, because I actually got to leave like really soon. So, but yeah, that was a lot of RP, a lot of back and forth. I swear.
Yeah, there's no way I'm transcribing that.
A lot of information, though. If you pay attention to some things, there's a lot of information that was said.
Oh, well, you know I always include all the important information in the recap. I might not say verbatim what it is, but anything I see sus, and things that people I'm sure miss, I always put it in there. And sometimes I even hesitate and highlight it with my voice in the hopes that people will notice it. Which I know you notice in Gorgio, but I don't know if anybody else does.